What's up, everybody? Today for a review, I thought we'd mix things up a little bit and do a SOTA Street Fighter figure review. No, I'm only kidding, of course. We're coming towards the end of the SOTA Street Fighter review series, I guess you could say. We're running out of figures to review. But I still have a couple good ones left, and one of them being Sodom. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. There are only two versions of this figure. He came out in the first wave, round one, so they didn't have a whole lot of variants at that point being cranked out. He's a pretty good figure overall. Let's go ahead and do the height first because that's one of the things that's kind of a problem with him. Comes in at just about 6.5 inches. Now, for me, I always pictured him as being more of a big character. He's just a little bit taller than Ken and Ryu at that height, and I was kind of hoping he'd be a little taller when they made him, but he's still a good figure overall. As far as articulation goes, his head's on a ball joint, shoulders on a ball joint, only the sculpt kind of limits that a little bit, so it's not the best. The sleeves are made out of a vinyl, the soft vinyl, so they kind of give a little, but he's still somewhat restricted. Single elbow joint. He's got a swivel at the bicep, and then the regular wrist articulation that we know from SOTA. Regular ab crunch, waist twist, ball joint hips, swivel inside there, double jointed knee, regular foot articulation, swivel, and the toe joint. So basically the same articulation as every other SOTA figure, just kind of restricted at the shoulder. Let's talk about accessories. Let's start with this, I guess. This part comes off. It can be glued in, which is what I did on this one because I don't like to use the hat. But the little moon thing comes off. You can put the hat on him. I'll set it in place just so you can kind of see. But he's got the hat that he has in the game and the little robe type thing, which is kind of cool. Makes for a nice display, but I don't care for it because it hides the figure a little bit also. So that's one of his accessories. He has a little trouble standing. His feet, for some reason, just don't hold him up well. He's kind of back heavy too due to the sculpt, but it's not terrible if you balance him. We also have the hand with the fan. Not removable. It's all one piece, but well, it's actually glued in, but they made it so you can't take it off. So that's another alternate hand. And then finally we have his two little accessories that he can hold with real rope on them, so that's a nice detail. But there you go, that's his accessory pack. The paint app on him is pretty good. There's not a whole lot of shading though. The only shading you're going to find is in the waist. The kanji on his chest is a nice pattern. It's nice and solid. There's no bleeding or anything. And the gold on his head is painted really well. Hands, all the gold looks nice. There's no running or bleeding or anything like that. The legs are okay. The details there, you can see the buckles, and there's nice detail in the sculpt. Same thing for his jeans. But the blue paint on the boots isn't the best. It kind of runs a little bit here and there. Same thing with the brown for the sandals. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. The sculpt is good. As you can see, he's got toes and the rope is all sculpted and everything. It's just the paint app could be a little bit better. The sculpt on the face is awesome. He's got a really cool kind of samurai face mask and helmet on, so that's nice. I like that a lot. Could have used a little bit more shading though, in my opinion. So there's the player one version of Sodom. Not bad. It's not great, but it's a nice enough figure to pick up. Especially if you're a fan of the character, you won't be disappointed. Next version we have is the gray and green version. I think this figure looks really cool. I don't know what it is about him, but there's something about the gray and the green combination that just really stands out for me. It's the exact same figure, just repainted, comes with the same accessories. Same paint app basically as the other one, just with the color swapped, so there's not a whole lot to say about this guy. Just a really cool figure, in my opinion. So there's the player 2 and the player 1 version of Sodom. I recommend you pick them up because they're good figures and you won't be disappointed. So there's that for Sodom. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more reviews, and in the meantime, keep collecting.